All right. It's Cowboys Raw Uncut. I don't know what was going on there. But yeah. Man, it's Slick Rick. We got Rick. We got Steve OG, man. Shout out to the homie Terry, man. He's gonna be out this episode, man. But we give you safe travels, man. Safe travels to you, man.
Safe travels.
When you get back.
Enjoy your vacation.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. Cowboys Raw Uncut with another kickback. It's bye week 7, Dallas Cowboys. Yeah, we ain't gonna hold y'all long, man. We just gonna, touch on a few things and get up out of here. Yeah. But yeah, what's up, fellas? What's up, man? What's up, crew? How y'all doing,
What's
man?
up, crew?
Everything.
Everybody good?
What up? Yes, sir. What's happening?
Hey, man, the homie Jerry, man, crashed out on us during the week, man, and for those that were under a rock and didn't hear it, and for our audio listeners, for sure, we definitely gotta, get y'all up to speed in case y'all was under a rock when it happened. But let's listen to it, man, and let the crew. We're gonna let the crew get their take, give their take on, what they feel like the situation is about. Let's get to it. Yeah, at Jerry Audio.
Okay, so Jerry, 1970 a little different from this past off season and building the team we're talking about today, which there was a lot of criticism that you guys didn't add, didn't spend, and don't add and don't spend, and are not aggressive enough with some of the problems that are still haunting the Cowboys today that we see play out on the field. That's the point of talking about the off season.
Oh, I remember those criticisms very well. Okay, so what?
Are they playing out to be accurate?
What's your point?
My point is, it seems like
Listen, let me tell you what I'll do. Let me tell you what I'll do about it. I will let us sit down and look at the decisions we've made over the last several years. Okay? I'll look at it. Now, if you think I'm interested on a damn phone call with you over a radio, and sitting here and throwing all the good out with the dishwater, you have got to be smoking something over there this morning. I'm not. And I really don't, and I don't even want our listeners to listen to me, to talk about, this is not your job. Your job isn't to let me go over all the reasons that I did something and I'm sorry that I did it. That's not your job.
Well, my job is to ask why.
Or I'll get somebody else to ask these questions, man.
Jerry, we're trying to figure out why the team is.
I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding you. You're not going to figure out what the team is doing right or wrong. If you are, or any 5 or 10 like you, you need to come to this meeting I'm going to today. There are 32 teams here. You're geniuses.
So, crew, there it is, man. Yeah, y'all got any hot takes on what Jerry was saying, man?
I'm not saying. Yes, boss. Yes, boss. I do.
What is it?
That was just it. Yes, boss. I mean, he won't these yes men. You can't talk back to him as a coach. You can't have a job. If you ask him too many questions he don't like, you're gonna get somebody else to interview you. Man, go to hell. Don't nobody care, man. You can't pull rank and get mad when somebody asks you a legit question and talk about taking your business. Like LeBron, he's gonna take his talent to South Beach. So the fan can't ask him no question. Now he's gonna take his talent to another radio station to get it. Stop it, Jerry, man. That sounds like an old slave mentality. Do what I say. Do what boss say. I'll find somewhere else to do it. Stop that, man.
Well, what does that sound like? That sound like that's how he talks to our coaches too, right?
Absolutely.
The yes man. He wants yes men all across the board. even at the radio station, because he comes on there every week and talks to them. They're obligated not to ask him any tough questions.
Right.
Stop it, Jerry. Stop, man.
Well, obviously somebody get the memo because they put the heat on his ass.
Yeah.
That's what they did. He was just mad because they held him to that fire. He wasn't ready to answer that yet. He wasn't
I
ready.
ain't
It just shows like how soft he is. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, it's like, you can't stand that question without having to threaten somebody's job because you got position or rank over them, whatever you may think. Man, that shows you what kind of man you are, man. That shows you a little talent. You ain't got it in you to stand in the fire and answer to that, even if it is somebody that you feel like you can fire. You know what I'm saying? Just take your lumps, man, and stand in it. You want me to GM, that's what come with it. And he couldn't do that, man. And shit, he throws his power around whoever else, which includes the head coach. And now they just all sitting there trying to do what Jerry said. So they don't get fired. They already on 1 year deals. So I guess they scared to crash out. I think that is what it is, though, man. He be, throw his weight around when he gets frustrated.
I think he's realizing that. I think he's realizing that it's his fault. I think this is the first time in a long time the realization that he can't point the finger at nobody. Usually, he got different people he can blame and different reasons on why, and he can talk himself out of it. He got it's the schemes. He's mad at the coach because they didn't do this. He's mad at these players they didn't. But I think right now at this point in time, he see that he yelled to us. He's all in. That was his message. He's all in. We getting back, and he didn't do nothing. The only move you made was to bring Zeke's self back. I ain't even going to talk bad on you, Zeke, because you one of my faves. You're still 21, but at the same time, that was not an upgrade at what we did. Losing Pollard to get Zeke was not an upgrade, and Jerry, all the defensive players we lost. All those after they left and ran with Quinn, all the opportunities, all the holes that we said at the crew before the draft that we had, that we knew coming into the season, all the different holes that we had as the GM, you seen them and didn't address none of them. And now the realization that he failed is hitting. It's finally hitting him in his face. This is on him. He ain't got nobody to point the blame at, and he's self-destructing. He's imploding on the inside, and he don't want no. His ego got in the way when dude told him about it, and he had no defense. His ego got in the way. He's hurt.
Yeah, stunned a little bit.
Yeah, it's true, Rick. That's true.
That's dumb. That's dumb.
True. And and you played like how Steve-O been saying, y'all. You played around with them contracts, playing, not paying Dak, not paying CD, waiting too late to pay them, and that cost you some money that you could have used to go get a Derrick Henry.
To the week before week one. You waited to the day of week one for the day of for Dak and a couple of the week for CD. Come on, man.
Man, they had to knock you sign. Yeah, they had to knock you sign them contracts, man.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. When you could have signed them at the end of last year or early in the training camp for way less. You let that price get up, and it's hurting you.
And it's hurting us. And it's hurting us. Look at CD and Dak. Look at CD and Dak. They ain't on the same page or nothing.
Make no quarrels about it. That was all strategically done by Jerry. I think he waited on purpose to sign them just to keep us talking about, just to have us something to talk about for everybody, when they signed late breaking, this and that. Because we ain't signed, our free agency was crap. We didn't sign nobody. We didn't have no news reporting.
Right.
Yeah. I think it was all strategically done, and it's blowing up.
Right. Yeah.
And he told his draft day, you knew what the salary caps were going to be 2 years from now.
Yeah.
Didn't care. Too busy trying to prove Dak and Ty French wrong.
So check this out, man. I wanted to present this to y'all, man. I ain't gonna mention no names, but I get a text today, and let's just say it's a black male, early 30s. And basically the text read, it said, "Just wanted to let you know I'm no longer DC4L, but it's been real." This young guy, man, said he's done. What y'all think about
Boo that man. Boo that man.
Boo.
Boo
Hey
that
man,
man.
And he said it's because of
He couldn't wait
Jerry.
to
It's
leave. He
because
couldn't
of
wait to
Jerry.
leave.
But you know what
Because he
though?
don't know his
I'm
history,
gonna
man.
tell the young dude watching. He listened to us. I got a message from Young Blood. Uh, you know, Steve-O said it the other day. Man, don't worry about it, Young Blood. Stand your ground. The star was before Jerry, and it's going to be around after Jerry. The star
Absolutely.
is not about Jerry. The star is about culture and history and years before Jerry that was built. He added
yeah,
a couple. I mean,
yeah,
he added some rings. Don't get me wrong.
yeah,
He added some rings, but
bro.
the star
That
is going to
bro,
be
that
there.
man ain't. We saying that because we done seen Super Bowls. We seen the culture. We seen that we
I,
ain't won nothing since he's
I,
been
well,
born. He haven't got
Yeah.
listen,
to see
though.
an
Hey,
NFC championship in his life. He's been
well,
cheering his heart out since he's been younger, and he ain't get this. He hasn't celebrated nothing but an NFC East title.
hey,
Man, you
Rick,
can't.
Rick,
Nah, man. Nah,
hey man, I'm
nah,
telling
man. You can't say that, bro.
hey, I'm just telling the young man the
How you
fact.
feel about
I'm just telling the
Pacer
young man the
fan?
fact. The
He
facts
ain't a
are
Knicks
the
fan.
stars, the stars going to be here. Is here before Jerry. Is going to be here after. That's just a fact.
that
I can't.
that's true.
Hey,
That's
I
true.
know. I know we
But
ain't done that. I know he
Jerry's
ain't
here.
seen.
But Jerry's been here his whole 30. All
Yeah.
he know is Jerry. All he
Well,
Yeah.
know is life with Jerry. He
let me
knows
tell you, young
Steven is
blood.
coming right after Jerry. That's the same thing. My man ain't had to celebrate nothing. We didn't get to
Well,
celebrate. We didn't had our
young.
time on top. We didn't had our time.
Yeah.
When people say something, we can remember when we was strutting and talking our shit.
Let me
Yeah.
ask.
Youngin ain't
Let
had
me
a chance to do none of that,
let me
man.
ask
Youngins
you
been
something.
getting beat up. He's been getting beat down for the team he chose for 30 years. He's been getting beat down,
Yeah.
bro.
What you
It's
think?
true.
What do you think Baltimore fans been going through? What do you think? I
They
mean,
got some championships.
they ain't got no
Mhm.
ring since they was.
Baltimore, what are you talking about? They got two.
I mean, they ain't got nothing. But how old is dude? He's 30, right? When's the
Yeah.
last
Early.
time Baltimore won one?
With
It was in
Man,
the
Flacco now.
2000, right?
Flacco,
In the
yeah,
two
Flacco
in
now.
the 2000s, he liable to been 5 and 6 if you're a Baltimore fan. If you're 30 and not even know that championship. You know, there's other teams that's in the same situation if you're 30 years old. If you're 30, you was like 5 or 6 years old when that championship happened. And the odds are you wasn't a real fan then.
Nah,
I'm,
it'll
facts.
be like 9 or
Facts.
10. 10.
Well, okay, 9 and 10. So they've got one, but there's other teams out
they
there that in the same situation if you were 30. They don't have the history that we have, the Cleveland, you know,
he ain't
they
going to
don't
one of
have,
them teams.
excuse me.
He's not gonna go to one of them teams that's worse than us. Why would
Well,
he?
he's gonna go. Well, he's gonna go.
Do
I
y'all
mean,
want to hear the team he went to?
I would think he would
Ah,
go
I
to.
don't
man,
even
damn,
want
he
to hear
already
it, man.
know.
I
If
would
he
think
already
he'll
I
know,
go.
he
don't
been
even
playing in
want to
this,
hear it.
man.
Yeah, he
No,
ain't locked in. He wasn't
who he
never
going
locked
to?
in. I'm
Where he
sorry, I
going,
can't
Trey?
even
Nah,
cater to
he
that, man.
was locked in, bro.
Nah,
He was
man.
locked in.
I don't know people who do that.
He was
I
locked
don't
Where he
in.
going?
know.
I don't. Hey,
Not
Where'd he
like
go?
that. That's tough.
Where he going?
Seattle.
See what
When,
I'm
when last time they won something?
But he's saying it ain't about that. It's about they don't have Jerry.
Hey, look, if I was going from if I was going from one team to another myself, I would go to a team who didn't have nothing. Go fresh and start with a
saying?
team
So,
fresh.
so you go to a team who should
Man, he
Anything
should have
else,
stayed
survive.
in Dallas.
anything else, you getting on the
That is
bandwagon,
black
right?
man
I
team.
agree. I agree.
I can't
So,
call
man,
going to Seattle a bandwagon and
no, I don't either. I don't call that either. I don't call it.
I thought it was gonna be the Ravens, to be honest with you, but it kind of shocked me with the Seahawks.
When's last time Seattle won one?
Marshawn Lynch now.
They only won one.
Yeah.
What was that?
They took that ball out of the belly of the brother man.
Yeah, I don't even.
They should have won two.
You know what year that was, Rick?
Nah.
You want me to look it up?
No issue. I was just trying to see how old the young man might have been, when that happened. That's how.
Yeah. So, okay. Hey, I just want to share it.
Hey, man.
I said I wouldn't mention no names on it or whatever because it's his business. But I told him it will be a topic tonight. My
son was little when he was little, and when he was born, he had no choice. He had to be a Louisville Cardinals fan and a Cowboys fan. At one of those 8-8 Jimmy, one of them 8-8 Clapper years, terrible ending. I told my son, man, you ain't got to suffer like this, man. You ain't got to deal with the stuff we deal with. That I deal with. I born you into this. Find your own team, man. Find your own pain and your own misery.
Where did team we go, and how many rings they got?
My son, I do.
He went to
the Panthers. He went to Panthers. He ain't got none.
Bingo. That's all I'm saying.
But that's cool. That's his heart pain. That's his heartache. That's his heart pain. Them is his tears.
I get you.
But that's what OG was saying, though. He was saying he would go to a team if he were to do that don't have no type of history.
I'll build a team like the coach is doing. Yeah, he's building with a team. So when he get that championship, when he get that run, like with Cam, he felt some kind of way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see that too. I can see that too. Hey. But I feel what Rick was saying, but I also feel what Steve and OG was saying.
Right.
I'm looking at him like, man, hey, dog, it's DC 4L, man. Regardless of Jerry, whatever. That's how I am.
You can't scream at it and take that off, bro. It's like, man, colors.
Hey, man.
It ain't like no color. Don't even bring the colors in here, man. Come on with all
that. Man, my man don't know no better, man. I ain't saying he don't know no better. Youngin, when you listen, I don't mean you don't know no better, and I don't mean calling you youngin, but I feel your pain, man. I know what this last 30 been like, and I'd always hold my head on. I remember walking around and after the Super Bowl with I remember saying that and doing that. I remember them years.
Man,
he don't, man. He ain't got that. I don't know how it would be if I ain't have them years, man. If my whole life we just been in this struggle bus. I don't know, man. I don't know. This is rough.
I'm still gonna ride with my team, though. I'm still gonna ride with my team.
You pick a team where you kind of want to learn your history. You know what I'm saying? This is prideful history being a Cowboy, man. You just don't jump off that bandwagon of the first NFL franchise, grab a black male out of HBCU in the first round, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, we making statements with this, man. Like, this shit goes deep, man. We started dunking on the goal posts and all that, man. That come from the Cowboys, man. The Hollywood Henderson, man. We put the swag in this shit, man. This shit run deep in that Jerry. This shit go back. You feel me? Like, you gotta embrace some teams, man, that embrace you. You know what I'm saying? It might be to change a lot of things and change, but the history of where it comes from stands firm. The foundation is what it is, man. That's the type of shit that I like. That got me and attracted me to.
My man Terry told me this is the most abusive relationship he's ever been in. Y'all can't be mad because dude's trying to run out of this abusive relation. He's tired of getting beat. He is the victim of domestic violence.
Dropped on his head.
Hey, man, I feel that everybody ain't cut out for the war, man. You
know, everybody ain't cut for this. It ain't.
Man. You gotta be in you, man. Not on you, man.
Yeah, man. And I just, you know.
But tell Youngin ain't no coming back.
Oh no,
Oh,
yeah.
That's
Hold
what I'm
on.
like.
oh,
Especially when especially when Ben Johnson get over here, ain't it Ben OC for Detroit?
yeah.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
next.
yeah, Especially when
Yeah,
when
yeah,
we running flickers and all that and putting up big numbers. Ah, yeah,
yeah,
ain't no coming back. Ain't no
yeah. Ain't no
coming
coming
back.
back.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Major
Ben
Reggie got lay
Johnson.
in it.
lay in it. Get
Got
comfortable.
lay in it, man.
Get
Got lay in
comfortable.
it.
Yeah.
Hey
I
man, speaking of the legends, go ahead. You had something to say, Rick?
nah.
Okay. Speaking of the
I get
legend,
us
Troy
some flavor.
Aikman, man, he was quoting. You listening, OG? Can you hear?
Yes, sir.
All right. He was quote saying, uh, talking about the wide receivers, and Troy Aikman said, "I think they run terrible routes." He says CD has got to improve his route running. Do you agree or disagree with that statement,
I, I agree it can get better. I'm
Troy
not saying that
Aikman?
he has to. I'm not saying he has to run better routes because his routes last year led the league in catches. So I'm not saying that his routes is terrible and this and that. They just got to do some. They got to scheme him open more. He's can they get better? Absolutely. But is he one of the worst route runners and got it? Nah. I ain't buying that part.
Yeah, I think it's more so. Hopefully, he's speaking on the effort. Because it's definitely ain't the routes, man. The effort because of the belief in the offensive scheme and all of that. Now he does have an attitude problem. If he don't like something, he's not going to give his all. Because like when you look at the numbers for all the receivers, I can pinpoint and say it's the receivers, but when the numbers of separation and all that's low, like that's a route. That's a schematic situation to me. Like I don't think
Play
that's
caller.
any individual receiver. Yeah, definitely.
Smack yourself, Mike McCarthy,
Yes.
with a glizzy.
So yeah, eat it. No bread.
All right, fellas, man. Hey, unless y'all got something, man. The only thing that I got, man, is a hypothetical. If we were
Yeah.
to, and I ain't trying to speak us into, but I'm just being realistic. If we were to drop these next three or four games, should we start entertaining Micah Parsons trade for draft picks?
Why would we do that?
Because the money that he's gonna demand is too much for what we done already did with CD and Dak. Do we start entertaining that thought if you drop the next three? Because you got San Fran, you got Atlanta, both on the road, and then you got Philly at home before you face Houston.
That's brutal.
No way. No way, Jose.
No,
No way.
No
No
no,
way.
no,
way.
no.
No
You
way.
don't give away
No,
Yeah,
generational
I don't
talent.
know. It took y'all a long time to ponder on them
no.
thoughts.
Nah.
I was actually thinking about why would we do that? That's my whole thing was why would I'm thinking about if we always
Cause
lose the game.
that number at
I'm saying if we
DN.
always lose the game, we're gonna get a good draft pick anyway. Might as well just drop the rest of them at that point. But no. I mean, everybody else can pay three people. We can too.
Yeah, I don't think you give away a generational talent when you don't even utilize all his skill sets yet. I say you get you a real coach in here and coach up at defense and utilize him in ways he needs to be utilized. Cause he gonna trade him away. And there ain't no guarantee hit on these picks. And you gonna give somebody who's gonna appreciate him and have him at linebacker doing all kind of shit. We gonna be needing and we gonna be looking silly. Yeah, we can't give away
But we're
nobody.
already
We
looking
pay
silly.
fine.
We're
Yeah,
already looking
that's
silly.
because we missing pieces that I was saying. Like we don't have the right coach. We get the players, but we don't have the right coach. So
but one thing remains the same. One thing remains the same though. Even if you switch out coaches this year. And who was that? Who we started out the show with. Thank you.
Yeah.
So how does the culture change if he's still involved?
Well, we go back to 2014, 15, 16, 17. Let's get back into that mode where we're running the ball, we're physical, and we're making this a young man's game. We need to get back in them years so we can and build on that. That's the thing about that time. We didn't build on it enough, and we got back to all in the swamp.
Go get Ben.
Go get Ben.
Go get Ben.
I'm with that. Man, look at the two running backs.
That's a hot name right now. He's a hot name, man.
That man ain't going to get players. He damn sure ain't going to get no coach.
The only problem back, he's not gonna get Ben because Ben ain't gonna want to deal with that shit. Ben's up and coming, and Ben gonna get to go somewhere where he get to makes his noise.
We just talked about it, man. 103.5 the fan understands it now. We just talked about that, man. I don't care who you bring in that he's a yes'm boss, and it's not gonna help our situation any more than it is
now. Hey, Coleman Man had this to say. He said the only way to shut Jerry up is to stop spending money on the Cowboys. It's like once they needed changes are made, spend all you want to. Once those needed changes are made, spend all you want to.
Man,
so look at Buffalo, Minnesota, San Diego, and San Francisco. Coleman, man, shout out to you, man.
I'm trying, America. I'm trying to put this OG knowledge on my young cats here, but OG knowledge don't go far when this new material's coming out. Cats is weak. They weak at the knees when they see this new star stuff come out. I've been trying to get these cats on a boycott, but I can only do what I can do.
It's bigger than that, man.
But I ain't bought nothing this year, though, OG. I ain't bought nothing this year, though, man. So what you talking about?
Good.
I had a gift for Father's Day, but I ain't bought nothing, man.
It's okay. It's okay.
But that might change next month, man.
I'm going to say it's a long year now.
I mean, if you's taking new gifts, that's somebody bought it. We still spending money. It don't matter who's.
I know.
But there's still money being spent. Jerry don't know if you bought it or your daughter bought it. All he knows is somebody bought it.
I can't stop people from buying.
You got it on. Appreciate you.
Yeah, appreciate you. and it ain't that $50 that we spend. That ain't what's doing it, man. We got major corporations in there.
But they not Cowboy fans, so they're not buying shit like we are year round, time in, time out, time in, time out.
The corporations is doing more. The corporations is breaking off bread. When we went to the tour, they told us the Walmart pays him rent. It's the only Walmart that don't own their land.
Yeah,
hey, man,
that's the only Walmart. It's major corporate. The man got a Victoria's Secret store inside the stadium.
Is that
and then that whole star in Frisco, all of business.
Is that why you buying all that stuff, Rick? Because you corporate there. You know, join the corporate team.
Get my corporate man out, man.
Right, man. Right.
Why did you join the corporate team? Now you know.
Right. I'm just telling you, man.
Hey, America, have a good day. Cowboy Raw Uncut. Got OG out.
Hey, man. We want to shout out, man, one of our new subscriptions on the YouTube Freight Train, man. He just subscribed to us, man.
What's up, Freight
Train? Yeah. Appreciate you.
Yeah. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you, Freight Train.
Yeah, and yeah, he was like, "We're the corporate Cowboys." That's what he said. Look at him saying, "We're the corporate Cowboys."
We are.
Hey, it's true though.
That's where we at right now, man. As sad as it is,
it's true.
Like I said in our last meeting.
Yeah.
Everybody, we talk about Jerry and we talk about that all the failures that we have on the field, My man is a businessman. He got a $10 billion business. The team worth $10 billion. In his eye, he's winning. We're losing. We're sad, but he's winning.
You gonna talk about
we
it?
fail. He gives us false hope and profits.
You can throw it out with the
Don King.
Don King. Only in
Don
America.
King. Once again, man, what Terry said.
Man said you can throw that out with the dishwater, man.
Right. Well, shit, man. Hey, so yeah, the crew done tapped in, man. We appreciate everybody for tuning in with us, man. Make sure to follow us at Cowboys Raw Uncut. Here, let me run some of the run it down there for y'all to see. Y'all see it down low, man. Just make sure y'all hit us up, man. If y'all can't tune in on the YouTube, you at work, whatever, go on iHeart, go on Spotify, go on Apple. We're everywhere where you get your podcasts at. It's the crew. And we're gonna shout out to Terry, man. Safe travels to you, boy. Yeah.
100.
Yeah, it's Cowboys Raw Uncut, man. Thanks for tuning in with the crew. Yeah. Crew out.
Later, fellas.
All right, bro.
Let on, Dre.
All right, man. I'm just gonna let it rock out to the end, man. I'll catch up with y'all on the next one.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right.
All right.
Cowboys Raw Uncut.